We are live. Hello. Hey. Yeah, today you're the first one in tonight. Cool. How's everybody doing? Oh, we only got one. So how are you doing? Still trying to get situated here. I'm on time for once. I'm usually about a minute or two late, so I'm actually a minute early. How's the car doing, Danette? Have you been having fun in that car? I bet you have. Hey, Eric Martin, what's going on? Still trying to get a little situated here. That's better. We have 4 people. Cool. Already? Tail Happy Productions, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see all you here. Sean, what's going on, dude? Nothing much new with the car right now. Hopefully, like Tuesday, I'll have the wheels and tires on there finally. So that'll be cool. Fat Boy R6, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Getting a little crowd building. That's nice. I actually made it in time for once. The real Scotty Kilmer, how are you doing, Scotty Kilmer? How's it going, man? We're just hanging out, getting ready to talk about whatever, and whatever you guys feel like talking about is what we will talk about. So my favorite way to do these is just to show up and see what happens. All right, 11 people. Cool. We got a nice crowd building up already. That's nice. Awesome. Get my phone out of my pocket here. So how's everybody doing? Everybody have a good weekend? Everybody getting ready for, at least in the United States, those of you who are here in the U.S., are you getting ready for Memorial Day weekend next weekend? And any big plans anybody got going on? Whether it be car related or not? Sean did some racing Friday afternoon. Did not have good conditions, but you ran a 12.2 at 114. Cool. Yeah, if you're getting that close to 11s in bad conditions, then you're gonna definitely be there. So nice, man. That's gonna be cool. That's awesome. Very cool. That's exciting news. Very low 12s there. Becky Ware is here. Hello, Becky. You're late, young lady. Danny Curlitz, looks like I may wait. You're going to wait for the Charger red eye. Cool. You're watching Tito the Raccoon videos. Brian, Scat Pack Uconnect freezes on certain screens. Took to dealership and they're having trouble uploading new software. Have any of you had this problem? I've had a few problems with it. Where I'm trying to think, it does freeze it once in a while on me. I'm trying to think when it does it. There's a couple times when it occasionally will do it. Like, God, what is it? When the climate or something? I can't remember what it is now. Sometimes when I do certain things, I can't get back out of it without turning the car off and starting it again. Then it always works fine. But that Uconnect screen, the whole Uconnect thing is great when it's working. It's one of those things that's I really, really, really like it when it's working, but it's a little glitchy and weird sometimes, so it can be annoying at times. But I found that any problem I've ever had with it, if I shut the car off and turn it back on, everything's fine. But I don't know. It can be annoying, that's for sure. Danny, you're gonna borrow parts from Tall Guy Car Reviews? Eric Martin, we'll see. Sean says the screen freezes too sometimes. No problem for the first 7 months at all. Now it does it more often. Mine goes through little phases where it'll do it and it won't do it for a long time, and then it'll do it for a couple days or something. It's never anything like super terrible, but it can just a little bit annoying. It's like this really shouldn't be happening, on a new thing. But Eric Martin hopefully installing his Demon Killer Springs. All right. Tail Happy has not had any problems with his Uconnect. Brian says nothing sounds better than a 440 Magnum. Danny says you had the same problem with your Camaro and you had to replace the screen, huh? Hey, Joe Zubert, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in. I'm doing good. We're doing good. I had a good weekend and relaxing weekend, just kind of kicking back. Mopar Man 4406, hello. Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it. Welcome once again to our fun Sunday night stream. Good to see you. Hey, Crow, how was your day? I hope everybody had a good day. My day was pretty good. I had a really lazy day today. I didn't do much of anything. I watched about 1 million YouTube videos. Everything from car stuff to, I can't even remember. I was all over the place with stuff today. Got a nice little crowd building up. Cool. All right. Got to close up the shop. Be back in 20. Cool, man. Daddy Crow says used to like the sound of the 318. Older motor sounds better. Yeah. I had a friend in high school, and shortly after high school, that had an old Duster with a 318, and I don't know what kind of exhaust was on there, but it was loud and it sounded really, really good. I remember that. I don't think it was very fast or anything, but it sounded good. And he got pulled over a couple times for being too loud. It's kind of weird that the sun's shining in here on me tonight. It usually gets dark while we're talking. It used to be dark when we started in the winter, which made us feel like it was really, really late. But Sean really likes the sound of his 392 with long tooth headers. Yeah, I bet it sounds really good. The 392 sounds good anyway, I think. But yeah, with long tooth headers, it would sound awesome. Danny, I have not heard anything else about Paul since that last thing which is about like April, beginning of April or somewhere in there. I made a quick video because there was a little bit of an update, but haven't heard anything else. Doesn't sound like he's coming back to YouTube. So Ziggy says, what's up? My therapy is getting my car and going to the car wash, hanging out in my car, watching other cars. I'll just hang in there and watch YouTube videos. Yep. Can be very therapeutic, man. Just getting in the car and doing whatever, whether you're washing it or working on it, driving it, looking at it, just park somewhere, listening to the radio, or just park somewhere hanging out or whatever. And yeah, it's very therapeutic. I think it adds a lot of value to the car. Definitely, in my opinion, just like I was talking about yesterday in the video. Chris Evans, you went to the car show and they had around 75 to 100 cars. Cool. Yeah, I got to try to hit some car shows. I'm trying to think if there's anything going on next week around here. Next weekend, there might be. I have been kind of out of the loop on the car show thing around this area lately. So, so far this year, I know there have been a couple, but I totally missed out on them. So. The last video, when you were stressed out, how much time did you spend detailing your car? I didn't spend any that day, but let's see, when did I? Last weekend. Yeah, Eric Martin, good point. Any big block with a nice cam does sound pretty good. It doesn't matter what it is. Sean says, oh, your dash cam came unplugged and you didn't know it. You missed all your quarter-mile drag times for Friday, but had a decent time racing. Bummer not having any video. Yeah, it sucks when you I don't have a dash cam, but when sometimes I've made videos where I thought I didn't realize that I hadn't gotten the camera on, or something happened and it shut down on me, and I talked to the damn camera for 20 minutes and then realized that like the it was full, or the battery died, or I forgot to turn it on. It's like, oh man, it's always a drag, but it happens once in a while. Danny Curlett asks, have you noticed that the Hellcat engine sounds the same as the Chevy 6.2? No, I don't know. I'll have to listen for that now. Where I drove. Oh yeah, where I made the paper doll. Yeah, I got some hell for that video. I got threatened for that video. But as I said in the video and afterwards, I'm still a subscriber and still enjoy the videos. I just was. You don't have to agree with somebody every day of every second of every day of everything they do. Just because you disagree with something they do once in a while doesn't mean you don't like them. So I have family members that I love that sometimes do things I don't agree with. It doesn't mean I dislike them or anything. So something about I don't know. These days, everybody thinks if you don't agree 100% with somebody, or something they do or everything they do, that somehow you hate them, or you dislike them, or you can't be whatever friends or anything like that. And that's not true. Godfather asks, hello, has your car insurance increased with the Challenger? We have pretty decent rates on ours because we're a little older and we have good driving records and all that stuff. And the area we live in is fairly low insurance anyway, so we haven't had any increases as far as since we've had the Challenger. Of course, it went up a little bit when we got the Challenger, but Fatboy R6 says he's decided that he's just going to run one channel, so all my car content will be on this channel. Yeah, Fatboy, I can't imagine trying to run two channels. One channel is a full-time job. Now, if I were a lot of people who run two channels are doing YouTube full-time, so they have one channel that gets popular enough to where they're able to quit working anything else, and then they have time to maybe do a second or third channel even. But when you're trying to work a job and do other things and run a YouTube channel, it's very time consuming. So I can't imagine like you trying to run two of them. That's just it's too much. Hey, 570 experience, what's going on? Trying to make sure I'm not missing anybody here. There's a lot of people. What's up, 570? Good to see you here. DCD 180, how's the new job going? It's going a little better. I'm getting a little better. I'm still like way a little lost sometimes, but it's getting there. .570 experience is back from Vegas. He recorded a bunch of car content. You're going to be posting videos every day. Stay tuned. Cool. Everybody check out the .570 experience. Definitely. I kind of keep making goals where I want to do a video a day, but it's hard. I've made 3 in a row now, so we'll see if I can pull one off tomorrow. I think maybe I'm going to make a goal of either do a video every day or a live stream, as long as I get one of the two done. Thank you, Godfather. Yeah, Sean, and it kind of depends on where you live too. Like, depending on how much it costs to live where you live. Like where I live here, it's pretty inexpensive. So, if I could get about 30 or 40,000 subs, I could probably, because once you can do just that, you can do a lot more and then hopefully expand your channel even more. But yeah, it's tough. Definitely trying to run 2 channels and a full-time job would be, I don't know, you'd never sleep. So. Yeah, Fat Boy R6 is high octane Hemi. He had an octane red Challenger as well. Yeah, Becky, I'm trying to pick up the pace on the videos. I took that like a week ago. I made one in like a week period. So I just got so overwhelmed with other stuff, and I hate doing that. The more I don't make videos, the more pressure I feel to make one, and then it gets, oh, I gotta make video. I always feel better when I'm done and I got one, and I hit that, hit that button to get it put up on YouTube. It's always like, oh, okay, then I'm happy, and then it starts to build up again. Oh God, I got to make another video. I love making them. I'm not complaining. I really like it, but just when I don't get time or something happens and I can't or something, I get like, oh no. So live stream is pretty easy. Once you just get on there and figure out how it all works and everything the first time. First time it was a little bit like, okay, I got to figure this out. But once you got that, it's easy, and then you can just like, as long as I don't, you guys make it easy, because all I got to do is get it up, turned on, get my mic and my camera turned up and everything, and you guys keep the conversation going. I just get to sit here and enjoy hanging out. So definitely live streams are way easier than making videos. Danny asks, wonder how long they're going to stretch out the Challenger style. Would like to see flip down lights. That would be interesting. But like we keep saying, the car is pretty popular. It's gaining in popularity past the Camaro now and everything. So if you were a designer at FCA or at Dodge, it'd be kind of risky to change the car much, because it's actually getting more popular. And even though it's been the same for so long, so it's kind of strange. It's one of those, if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of things. I think it's like you don't want to mess up what you're already doing that's working really well. So Real Scotty Kilmer asks, if you had to go buy a pickup, what would you buy? That's a tough one. I would probably be a toss-up between it depends on what I needed it for too, but I mean, as far as brand-wise, it would be between a Ford and a Dodge. Probably whatever I could get the best deal on that was closest to what I was kind of looking for, depending on what I was looking for in a pickup. But Chris Evans, no tire yet. Hopefully Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that, I'll have the wheels and tires on. John Paul, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Hey, we got 20 people. Sweet. John Paul's up there in Canada. Shows up to most of the streams. Always good to see. I hope so, Sean. I don't know if you saw the video yesterday, but I was pulling out onto the main street here, and I looked up, and there was a green Challenger Scat Pack coming the other way. You don't see those around here. I haven't seen another one in town anywhere since I've had this car, or ever for that matter. And he had the Hellcat reproductions on for wheels, and I was pretty excited. I was like, oh, it looked really good, and I kind of waved real quick, and he waved real quick, and then I was like, damn, it's kind of exciting. And the car looked really good with those wheels on it, so I'm hoping. Johnny's Garage, hello. Johnny says he had the Ram 1500, and they are amazing. Yeah, I think I'd be. I just don't like the. I know they're like the Chevy and GMC. They're good. They're good trucks and everything. I just don't like the way they look very much. So I like the looks of the Ford and the Dodge, and I think they're equally decent vehicles. So I'd probably just whatever, depending on what I was looking for in a pickup, I'd probably whichever I could get the best deal on, or whichever one just jumped out at me, at the time. So. DCD 180 says trying to wait for the redesign so you could get a big discount on the current one. Yeah, like that might be a little bit of a wait. It doesn't. I mean, who knows what FCA is doing? They always surprise us. But from everything I know or have heard anyway, it doesn't sound like it's going to be anytime too soon. At least a couple more years. Danny likes the Titan. It's a pretty decent looking truck. I don't know much about them at all, though. Johnny's Garage, but you bought the Hellcat reproduction wheels for your 2015 RT, and they are great. Awesome. Good news. That's good to hear. Yeah, DCD, I don't know if it's 2021, 2022, or maybe longer. They just keep, depends on who you listen to and what the news is that week when they're going to do that. Danette has the 2018 Ram Limited 1500, best truck you ever had. Cool. Tail Happy says $50,000 will get you a nice low mileage Hellcat. Yep. And if you shopped hard enough, you might be able to even get a little bit lower than that. Joe Zubert just bought a 2019 Dodge Ram 1500 quad cab. Great truck. Nice. Got a nice crowd building in here, guys. It's awesome. Yeah, Desert Raider. Hello, Desert Raider. The only reservation about used Hellcats is where it's been and how it was treated by the original owner. And I guess it's that way with any used car, but especially on a car like, high horsepower type car, that chances are somebody's been having fun with it, but you don't really know where any used car where how it was really treated, so you can get an idea. But and I guess it would also depend on is there any warranty left on it, things like that. So DCD 180. Oh, well, you still need time to decide between getting a 5.7 or a Scat Pack. Well, you know what I'm going to say. Nothing wrong with the 5.7 though. But I just think that if you got it, you might be always wishing you had. Just like me, I always wish I had a Hellcat. So if you can get as high up as you can get, is what I'm trying to say, as you can afford or whatever money you can come up with, because you're always going to wish you were at that next step. So, and it's not that much more. Like if you really break it down. So if you can get there, get the Scat Pack. If not, there's nothing wrong with 5.7. It's great. It's awesome. That boy says Scat Pack too. Sean says he wouldn't want to be the person that bought a Hellcat after he owned it, because he'd be doing no quarter miles. Yeah. Yeah, Sean says save up the extra $5,000 and get a Scat Pack. 392 is over 100 horsepower, but yeah. Yeah, Fat Boy's got an RT, an Octane Red, good looking car. Becky says DCD get the Scat Pack. She has the RT, and you'll want more at some point. So yeah, that's kind of how it is. And if you buy the Scat Pack, then you're going to be thinking, man, I want a Hellcat, but at the same time, get up as high as you can. If it takes another couple months to get a little bigger down payment or whatever, I don't think insurance-wise there's very much of a difference, at least from what I've heard. Scat Pack has too many trims. Yeah, they got a few, don't they? But Chris is afraid of used cars because of the high water in the country. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of flood damaged cars floating around. I didn't mean to say that. Sean says he would have loved to buy a Hellcat brand new instead of a Scat Pack brand new, but it was $20,000 more. Yeah, and you're buying a house. It's kind of same thing. I mean, obviously I would have wanted to get a Hellcat And I mean, we probably could have. We for sure could have, but it would have been a little bit of a stretch. I mean, so I wanted to make sure I was comfortable with the payment and the insurance and all the other costs. You don't want to get stressed out by a car and not enjoy it. So I knew we could easily handle the Scat Pack money. So without any problem whatsoever. So yeah, Fat Boy Scat Pack. He says the Scat Pack is the best bang for your money. Depends what you want to do with the car. That's true. I mean, I think for most people, for most of us, for most people, other than guys who go to the track like Sean and things like that, um, you're not going to need more than a Scat Pack. Basically, I mean, unless you're going to be out racing all the time or something. I mean, it's nice to have the extra horsepower, and I still want one. I'm still going to get one, but in reality, I can't even really use the full potential of the Scat Pack that I have now in my everyday driving stuff. So why I need that much more horsepower, I don't know, but we just want it because we're people who are into these kind of cars. Is just how we are. So DCD 180 here in California. Oh, sorry. And premium gas around me is currently $4.30. Oh my God. I think it's $3.09 here. Ziggy and I says insurance went up $18 when we went from the RT to the first Scat Pack. Yeah, I don't think it'd go up. The insurance would be, not even enough to really worry about. Becky Ware thinks the Scat Pack look better than the Hellcat, but that sound, yeah. The thing I like, a couple things. The one thing I really like about the Scat Packs is, at least mine, because I got the Scat Pack appearance group. I really like that tail stripe around the back end. I love that, and I had to have that. So I wouldn't have bought a Scat Pack without that. So that's part of the reason why we ordered one from the factory. But there's something about that stripe. I just love it. So. Joe Zubert is asking if anybody has any experience building a 440 Dodge motor. I bet the Mopar guy who's going to be back here in just a minute, he will have, I'm sure. He had to go close up shop, and he said he'd be back, which should be shortly. So I bet he has some experience with that. Sean likes the Scat Pack shaker better than the stock Hellcat. Looks like, but the new dual snorkel hood for the very nice on the yeah. I know when that dual snorkel came out, a lot of people didn't like it. I love it. I think it looks great. As soon as I saw it, I was in love with it. I think it looks fantastic. DCD 180 says you're not going to take it to the track or be racing. You're a peace officer. That wouldn't be a good. Yeah, that probably would. You go to the track. That'd be okay, but. Yeah, Sean, a 12-second street car is a fast car. We are spoiled now. Yeah, it is. Scotty Kilmer says you could just supercharge the Scat Pack, which could be done. Yeah, true. Yeah, Chris Evans, you can't enjoy all the power, and if you do, you might go to jail. Very, very true. If you get caught using all the power, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Lightning 351. Hey, hello from South Florida. Hello, welcome into the live stream. Lightning 351 from South Florida. Good to see you here. I'm going to sneeze, guys. Hang on. Uh-oh. I have a mute button for if you have to cough or sneeze, but last time I tried it, I couldn't get it turned off, so the sound went out on me, so I'm afraid to try it again. Yeah, Danny, that SRT hood's coming on everything now. They're starting to use all those parts on everything now, so. Desert Raider says supercharged 6-cylinder, pay less insurance. Yeah. Thank you, Becky. There's a mute button on this screen too, I think. Yeah, I think I can mute it there. There's a mute button on my microphone, but last time I hit the one on my microphone because I started coughing, then I couldn't get it to turn back on. Sean says he saw a video of a 6-cylinder Challenger with a blower. They make more power than the 5.7. Sweet. Yeah, Lightning, we're at in South Florida. Lightning's asking if we buy another Challenger, if you can do it all over. Definitely, for sure. I plan to buy another one. I always hear Dodge is not reliable. I haven't had any reliability issues. I'm going to knock on some wood here, but so far so good. Yeah, I love the look of the new body style Scat Pack as well. But yeah, everything's been great with my car so far. So Danette says the sneeze sounded like a Chevy backfiring. I leaned towards the microphone when I sneezed. I was just trying to get off the screen, and I leaned right into the microphone, which was not the best of ideas. I suppose I should have gone the other way. I have the microphone sitting right there, and I leaned that way right into it. I guess I should have thought of that before I leaned over. Sunrise, Florida. Yeah, like Sean says, he also says he'd buy a Challenger again, other than the computer screen, which is really great 99.9% of the time. It just is a little bit touchy sometimes and acts kind of weird once in a while for short periods of time. That's the only annoyance that the car is really giving me. So, and Sean drives the hell out of his car. Yeah. Desert Raider, anyone else have issues with the dash warping right above the middle of the AC vents? I have not had that problem, but I have seen a bunch of pictures of it on Facebook and some of the Challenger Charger groups and stuff on Facebook. I've seen quite a few pictures where it's starting to kind of pull away from and there's several fixes for that people are doing, but I think mostly it's a clamp and some really strong glue like Gorilla Glue or something, but it seems to fix it. But yeah, it shouldn't be happening in the first place. I've seen several pictures of it. Wyatt T, what's going on? Hey, Joey, here in San Diego. Question: do you think the Scat Pack with the brand new engine put in a car is worth more or less? It had 40,000 miles when it was put in. So it has the car has 40,000 miles, but it's getting a brand new engine. Is that what? Yeah, that reminds me. I need to take a closer look at my dash too. Maybe mine is doing it and I haven't noticed. If it's just barely starting, you might not notice. Chris says no trouble. 3 years, no trouble yet. Becky says, other than a few recalls, no problem with her Challenger, except she has algae growing around the inside of the trunk. Ugh. I don't know, Wyatt. That's an interesting question. So it's got 40, and then you're going to get a new. I don't know. What do you guys think about that question? Lightning 351 says, thanks for the videos. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Love the flag in the background. Cool. Awesome. I love it too. God bless. Headed to work. See you next time. Live feed. Hey, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it, man. Have a good time at work. Hope you have a good work day. Night. Thanks a lot. Appreciate the comments and everything. Thank you very much. Haven't had any recalls on mine yet. The only recall that affected the 2018 so far was the that cruise control being that can possibly get stuck on, but that's only on the automatics. So as far as I've been notified of so far, there has been no recalls. So yeah, like Sean says, you wouldn't be against having a new engine. Just kind of depends on what you want. But like, let's say hypothetically down the road somewhere, these cars were worth money. That would, well, yeah, not great for resale value. And hypothetically, 20 or 30 years from now, if for some reason these cars become valuable like the old muscle cars did, not having the same engine might not be the greatest thing. But you can't. Who knows? I mean, who's if yeah, if you trade it in, you're gonna yeah. I gotta clean my glasses off. I can't see. I was eating fried chicken. I think I got little greasiness on my glasses. Okay, that's better. Yeah, um, real Scotty Kilmer makes a good point. Probably will be a good while until these Dodgers are worth something. Very true, but there was a long time before the other, late '60s, early '70s cars became worth something too. So it takes a while. If it ever happens, who knows? And I think most of these will probably be better taken care of than those, and they'll probably last longer, which means there won't be as much value left in them later on. They won't be as rare and all that stuff. So doubtful that they'll ever be worth like a whole bunch of money or anything, anyways. But who knows? Good point, Sean. Yeah, the 70, 71 Hemi Challenger is gold, but they make so many of these that, chances are there's going to be a bunch of them out there for a really long time. So, but still, you want to take care of it, and you never, because you never know. But yeah, it's probably Danny. You kicking yourself for not getting a Plymouth Cuda. Yeah, why do you have algae in your trunk, Becky? What happened? How did that happen? Becky, you can't find out how many 2014 RT Classics they made. I think that should be available somewhere. I think Sean knows a lot about that kind of stuff, finding out how many certain cars were made from Mopar. It's greeny algae wouldn't be an issue. That's weird. Yeah, I know Sean sent me some information about the 2018 Scat Packs and how many you'd for each color and the M6 versus the automatic and all that stuff. How many were made and all that. It was interesting stuff. I think Mopar is one of the easier companies to get that information from what I understand. I saw somebody in one of the forums on Facebook or somewhere was there was like a somewhere you could somebody at Mopar you could either there was like an 800 number or maybe it was an email address or something. I can't remember now that you could send your information and they would return with the information to you on how many of your cars were made. I wish I'd have paid more attention now to what that was. Seems like it might have been. I don't remember. Yeah, Becky, you must have a lot of humidity maybe, or some small leak in there or something. By the way, the in-car video from the other day had nice sound and clear video. It's the first time I've used that camera. Danny was playing with the build a car thing. They won't let you have the red seats and seat belts. Becky lives close to a river. Maybe some high humidity, or maybe some water got in there somehow, caused that algae to grow. John would have ordered the red and black seat belts if that was an option. Yeah. I think the red seat belts look pretty cool, but I mean, it wouldn't be like a deal breaker for me either way. They look cool though. Fat boy's got to run. Okay, take care, man. Come back. I got an email from my son here asking me if I could pick him up at the airport on the. He's in the Army. I just got a, or actually a text, I should say, from him. He wants to come home July 2nd through the 14th. Be able to pick him up. I think I can. I'll have to read that closer and look at the dates, but I think I can pick him up from the airport. Yeah, I'm wondering if Becky has a slight leak somewhere, like Joe Zubert's saying there. Daddy says they see they're putting those red seat belts in school buses so the police can see if your seatbelt. Okay. Becky says Joe Zubert, I think it's because my car is getting older and she needs some seals replaced, possibly. Hey, have a good night, Sean. Thanks for coming in. Gonna go pick up his daughter from work. Cool. Thanks for coming in, Sean. Appreciate it, man. Been on here for 45 minutes already. Damn. Going by quick. You guys are keeping the conversation going nice and busy here. Time flies. I wish time at work flew this fast. I put that video I put out today had my daughter in it from a video that I made after I got the car. It makes me miss her because she moved to San Antonio a few weeks ago, and seeing her in that video really was like, oh, I want to see my kid. Adrian Bargan asked if I'm done borrowing his Challenger yet. I'll trade you for the Taurus. Yeah, Becky, I just got bored and found a bunch of old footage that I hadn't used or whatever, and just kind of slapped a video together with some music and just was looking at some old stuff that I hadn't seen in a long time and some stuff I hadn't used. And then I put that blue filter on it. I was just messing around with the blue filter and I thought it looked kind of cool. So I thought, what the hell? It's kind of a pointless video anyway. So what the hell? So I could see what my car looked like if it was blue. Yeah, Tell Happy says that Becky, you could replace those yourself. Probably, I don't think it's very hard. I'm sure there's plenty of videos on YouTube to kind of walk you through it too. That's one of the coolest things about YouTube is if they got a little project you need to do and you don't know exactly how to do it, there's going to be several people on YouTube that have videos showing you. So it's always kind of cool. Adrian, how's it going, Adrian? Thanks for showing up, man. Adrian's a good guy. He lives here in town, and just a couple blocks from me, actually. So I got to get my Hellcat rims and tires on, hopefully Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that this week. So I'll be making that video and showing you guys what it looks like with the new shoes on it. Yeah, Adrian says that's how he manages to fix about 400 different models of laptops, Google and YouTube. Yeah, it's good for everything. Adrian's a computer guy. He knows. He's a yeah. Anytime anybody around here has a problem, they call him. He can fix just about anything. Yeah, it looks pretty. It's amazing how blue it looks. It's like, oh, that's what my car would look like if it were blue. So I thought that was kind of cool, and I was just screwing around. And like I said, since the video was kind of pointless anyway, it was just a music video with the car basically and me. So I figured, what the hell? Let's make everything blue. Just kind of a fun, stupid video. My face is blue in it too. I look like a couple of the parts. I look like one of the Oompa Loompas from Wizard of Oz. Joe says he has red seat belts in his Hellcat Charger, but they look almost a little burgundy. Yeah, that Tail Happy says the lights looks very cool. Yeah, I thought they looked cool like that too. I was going to take that filter off. I was just messing around with it, and then at the end, right before I started to process it, I said, you know what? I'm just going to leave the blue on there. It looks kind of neat. It's something interesting. So I thought it looked kind of cool. So I thought, what the hell? Let's just go for it. Maybe next time I'll do a green and a orange and a. Jim Underwood has a Sublime Green Scat Pack. Cool. Beautiful car, I bet. How's it going, Jim? Thanks for coming in. Oh, we're down to 10 people now. We had 20 there, 20 something for a while. Where are you from, Jim? Adrian says, anyway, logged into YouTube and I was on top of the list. Cool. I don't even need to go find you to give you hell. Yeah. Well, you've been painting? Fun, good times. Painting's always fun. Jim's from Massachusetts. Cool. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming in, man. I think I have this coming weekend off work, so I'm going to try to see if there's any car shows or anything car related anywhere near here to get to. We'll have to see. Like I said earlier, I've been a little bit out of the loop on all that stuff. So Yeah, Adrian, there should be something going on. Well, we got stuff going on here in town, but the only problem with the car shows, I say this all the time, you guys probably heard me say this, the car shows in this area, it's the same thing over and over pretty much. So if you've been to it once, you've been to it. You know, there might be a couple of new cars here and there, but I'm still excited over seeing the other Scat Pack in town yesterday. That was it was pretty damn exciting. I looked up and there they were. I was like, oh my god, because I haven't seen that's the first time I've seen another one here in town. So I've seen a Scat Pack Charger here in town. William, who comes in here sometimes, that's his car, but as a green Scat Pack Challenger, I got pretty excited. I didn't get it on camera though. I didn't have the camera turned on yet. I was going down the street to turn the camera on. I was going to put it up in the window and turn it on right before I made that video, and I just didn't have it ready. It all happened so quick. So Becky says the first car show at TNL was Saturday. You didn't even bother to go. Same old. Yeah, it's kind of how I'll probably hit some this year for sure, but it'll probably be the same old stuff. Hopefully something new here and there. But Adrian says he's actually unemployed for the next week and a half until you move. Yeah, you're moving away. So have the weekend off for the first time in something like 3 years. I'm gonna have to go look around. Yeah, it's the same stuff every year, Adrian, but it's still kind of fun. The parade and all the other stuff that they do. It's kind of cool. Burning Rubber Garage. Hello. Welcome in, Burning Rubber. Thanks for coming back in. Tail Happy says you'll have to shoot some videos on how well those new tires hook and do some hard pulls. Yeah, I'll have to do that on a closed course in Mexico somewhere for sure. Adrian says he saw a green one during all-wheel drive during the last snow we had. Cool. They've been doing the all-wheel drive challenges for a while. There, Adrian's the GT. If you look at a Challenger GT, is an all-wheel drive. They're pretty popular, like in the northern states and Canada and stuff. I think because of all the snow. So. Was it 2016? I couldn't remember for sure. I was thinking maybe 15 or something, but I wasn't sure. So I just said for a while. But I think they sell pretty good. There's when I do see challenges at dealerships around Nebraska, a lot of them tend to be those GTs. So don't see a whole lot else other than that. You see the SXT, the 6 cylinders, and the GT, and I guess I've seen a couple of Hellcats, but going on 54 minutes. Was it 2017? So a couple of years then. So Adrian's unemployed. That's all right. It's good to be unemployed once in a while. You probably deserve a break. Jim Underwood used to have a 2012 RT Classic. That's what, so that's what Becky has, an RT Classic. The Net Sunbee have oceanfront property in Arizona is a great place to do burnouts. Yeah. So Adrian says it's the first time he's been unemployed for more than 2 days in 20 years. Yeah. Yep. Probably feel a little bit like what am I supposed to do when I get up and stuff now? It's okay. Maybe you just need to, or you're probably not relaxed too much because you're trying to get moved and everything, but. Yeah, you're not exactly getting a break. That's harder than working in a lot of ways. So trying to get everything cleaned and moved. Joe Zubert, thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't thank you enough for that. I really appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. You guys keep this channel going and you keep the conversation going and then things like that. Just it's amazing. So really appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, Becky says, good luck, Adrian, moving is a pain. Thanks, Joe, man. That's awesome, dude. I can't, I never know quite what to say. It's just too cool. The badge, Jim, the SRT powered badge. If you're talking about that, I got it on, oh gosh, what's the name of the sick? I think it's called Sick Badging Technologies is the name of the company. Joe Zubert has left the building. Thanks, Joe. You rock, man. Yeah, I think Sick Badging Technologies is the name of that company that sells those. They have different colors. They have like American flag ones, and they have several different that say SRT powered or whatever, and then has a little Scat Pack. Actually, I think they have a. I think I might have got it on their eBay store. They have a online store as well as an eBay store. I think I bought it off their eBay store. Just because I'm already all set up on there for automatic payments and everything. I didn't have to go in and put any information in. I just had to click that I wanted it, and it came to me. So. And it's held up pretty good so far. It's kind of a flexible sticker with sticky backing stuff on it, but it's I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of poofy, like blistery kind of like a. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not just a flat sticker. It sticks out a little bit. If I have to sneeze again, this time I'll lean away from the microphone instead of towards it. Not one of my better thought out plans. I had to sneeze and I leaned right into the microphone instead of away from it. And I did it twice. Yeah, poofy. I can't think what else to say. It's like blistery, like it sticks it like you'll know if you get one, you'll understand what I'm saying. Yeah, I woke everybody up with my sneezing. It's always good. And if I get this mic too close to the computer, I get all kinds of weird interference or something. So it's sitting a little ways over there. A couple times I've gotten it too close, and everybody says, "What's that weird sound?" And I got to move it away again. Yeah, raised. That's the word I'm looking for. You know, poofy, raised, whatever, swollen. Oh, Joe's still here. Cool. I need to get this flag moved so it's more like totally in the frame instead of there's little edges everywhere. I was hoping that if it hung there long enough, those wrinkles would work themselves out, but they have a little bit, but they're still pretty prominent. I may have to, I don't know. Yeah. I thought if it hung there for a while, it'd be work itself out, but nope. Yeah. I like it better than the plain blue wall. A lot better. This is like one of the spare bedrooms in the house. In the winter, it's really cold in here because the heater doesn't do well in here. So right now it feels perfect. But when I do these live streams over the winter, I'm in here like with like 2 layers of clothes, some hot tea, and yeah, Adrian, it's the American Muscle theme. There you go. I'm running out of Diet Pop in here. What am I going to do? I'll have to cut the stream short because I'm running out of drinks. Fat Boy R6 quit drinking pop a few weeks ago, and I was going to try to join him in that, and I lasted about a day and a half. He's still, as far as I know, he's still not. He's still not. So he did much better than me. Furious 7515. Joey, I'm busy tonight. Just wanted to check in and show support. Love your channel. Hey, man. Thanks, Furious. And thanks for sending me those pictures of your car. It looks great. It's totally, that thing is beautiful. And I will be making a video soon with putting up you guys' cars in there again like I used to. So that reminds me, everybody else, if you have any cars you want to get in one of my videos, send me those to my email, which is in all of my descriptions to all my videos. And I will definitely get those in a upcoming video. And Furious has a really cool car, so we'll definitely be doing one of those videos. I like doing those. I like to show you guys cars off. I like to look at them too because they're all cool. So, and like I said, it doesn't matter what you have. I don't care if it's a muscle car or it doesn't have to be a Dodge or anything. It can be whatever you got or any truck or motorcycle, bicycle, surfboard, boat, whatever you want to put in there, any kind of vehicle, and we'll put it on get it in video. Thanks, man. Thanks, Furious. I really appreciate the comments there. Becky, yeah, I need pop rehab. I really do. They should have a rehab for us pop addicted maniacs. I almost feel like something's wrong if I don't have an open drink with me all the time. And sometimes I'll have 2 or 3 because I don't realize I already have one. That's how bad it is. I'll have like one in the bedroom, one in the kitchen, one in the living room where I'm watching TV or something. And I don't even realize. I just always have to have one. So if you mix pop with your rum, the pop lasts longer. Adrian says he saw his uncle's latest monster that he's building out of that Willys. Oh, cool, man. Those are cool. Says it's still not finished, but holy hell, that thing is sexy. I bet it is. I bet. And loud. That's always good. Loud's good. Yeah, I can't wait to get my new rims and tires and everything on this week, and pretty excited. Hopefully everything works out okay. Pretty getting excited. Jim Underwood says his buddy's building a 73 Duster with the Elephant engine. Cool. Yes, definitely send me pictures of that for sure, Jim. We'll get that on there. Like I said, anything, no matter what it is, I'd like to get pictures of it, guys, and I'll get them on in the videos. I really like doing that. It's a lot of fun. And then always, if you do send me an email with a picture, let me know what name you want up on the screen, whether it be your actual name or your channel name or whatever. So if you can remember to like throw in, hey, that's okay, Adrian. You can send a picture of the Kia. I'll put it on there. I will. I've had a few. I can't think because there's been a few just normal cars that have been in the video. People, hey, whatever you got. Or like they're like, hey, I want to get a Challenger, but here's what I have now, or whatever. So, or Charger or Mustang or whatever it is they want, but all they got right. And so they send me the picture, and I still put them in the video. So it's all good. I haven't got any skateboards, surfboards, or boats yet. I think I might have got a boat. I did get a boat. He had a couple nice cars and a boat. I think, forget who it was now. RVs. Yeah, Becky says she really likes seeing the other subs cars. I do too. I think it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. It's kind of like we have our own little car show on the video. So a video car show. I like it. It's fun. And like I always say, it's everybody's channel. So it's not just like my channel, it's everybody's channel. So I want all you guys to be on it too. So Mopar Man 4406 is back. You must have got the shop closed up. And thank you very much. $30. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. That is incredible. You guys are awesome. I can't believe how cool you guys. Thank you so much, Mopar Man. That's awesome, dude. So you must have successfully got your shop closed up, and thank you. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that. That's incredible. Too cool. You guys make my you, like I was saying earlier, you just make this so easy. You guys talk and you got all these subjects coming up. All I gotta do is sit here and enjoy the conversation and join in, and you guys just make it so cool. I love running this channel. I love making the videos. I love doing these live streams because you guys just make it like a social event every Sunday night, and I really appreciate it. I can't tell you how much. Uh-oh. You dropped your phone? John, what's going on? So Mopar Man has no volume. Yes, Adrian. I sneezed right into the mic. I have it over here. I should have leaned this way, but instead I leaned right into it twice. Thanks, Mopar Man. John, ready for that cookout? Yeah, I want to do that. I would love to just take over the neighborhood, the town with a bunch of cool cars and people, and I would do a big cookout, some drinks and beers or whatever everybody wants, and just hang out, cruise around town, and it'd be pretty sweet. It'd be a lot of fun if we could get that organized. Gonna get Mopar Man some audio. I don't know sign language. You have to read lips. I don't think we'd end up in jail. We might get told to be quiet, but or to not be so loud in our driving habits. The jail's not big enough here to put us all in it anyway, so. Yes, we would tear it up. It would be fun. We'd draw a lot of attention, I'm sure. Ask Adrian if we had a whole bunch of people with cars from the channel come in, show up to town, and we do a big cookout and hang out. It's a pretty small town. There's not a whole lot of action around here, so I'm sure it would draw a little attention. It'd be a lot of fun. And then we could like do it every year and it would get bigger. One of those events where it starts small and year by year grow it. And then someday Someday it would be a big deal. Maybe that would be cool. Anybody ever seen the movie The Wild Ones or The Wild One? I forget what it's called, but it's based on a true story. There was a tiny little motorcycle get together in some little town in California, Northern California, I forget, but it got the first year it got a little bit out of hand, and they kind of took over this little town. I kind of picture that, and now it's a big, huge motorcycle rally where there's thousands and thousands of people. This is decades later, but that's what I picture. That's what I that would be cool. Yeah, we probably have some join in too. I know a few people around town that would probably be happy to join in. That would be cool. Yeah, Becky, you can do a 2,000-mile round trip, no problem. You can do it. Yeah, we could car meet in the Dollar General parking lot. There's a empty parking lot now. The Shopco closed up for good, so Mopar says we would we'd have fun doing it, Becky. Just you got to remember, Joy has. Yeah, I got to stay here, so yeah. Adrian says he thinks he's banned from Shopco, even though until their lease is up, you still can't go there, even though they're closed. That manager didn't care much for how I felt about their attitude. Nice. Night, Mopar. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yelled at your wife. That's not cool. Sometimes maybe in retrospect you could have, whatever, but when someone does something like that, you're just automatic reaction sometimes. So they won't hold me responsible. Yeah, I couldn't go in that store for a really long time for other reasons um, that Adrian could probably maybe figure out what I'm talking about. But there was a long time I couldn't go in that store, and it was kind of weird going back in there after a few years. I didn't do anything wrong at the store. We'll just say that, but yeah, I wouldn't get if somebody yelled at my girlfriend or something. I'd probably snap too. I wouldn't. I might rethink it later. If somebody yelled at Kim or something, I might be like, snap right back at them. But I might rethink it later, like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But at the time, you kick into that protective mode or whatever. So I've heard some things about that manager over there. I've never had any issue, but I've heard I know a lot of people didn't want to work there after that. So a lot of people went to work there and didn't last very long because of, but I mean, I don't have any personal experience. But anyway, that store is not closed. There's a big old, huge parking lot. John, have a good night, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it, dude. I ate too much already. I had fried chicken and potatoes and I did eat a bunch of vegetables, and then I ate ice cream, and then I went back and had another piece of chicken. So I need to go walk about 10 miles. We got 13 people. Hey, we're going on an hour and 15. We're gonna do about another 10 or 12 or 14 minutes or so here. Oh, she butted into a private thing with you. Well, okay, yeah. See, people should just chill out. Unless somebody was doing something really wrong, then they need to just stand back and mind their own damn business. Night, John. Wow. You cornered your 77-year-old grandmother about it. Now that would make me even more angry. Yeah, I would say that's crazy. That's just weird. I was it's to me it seems strange a lot of those people kept working there when they knew the store was closing. I mean, just I don't know what they were offered or whatever, but to me, if you know the place you work like that and you know for like 3 months or four, whatever, however long it was, it seems to me I'd be looking for something else and getting out of there before. I don't know what the situation was. Maybe there were some incentives to stay or something. I don't know, but until they were done. But we're all talking about our Shopko closing. These people are probably like, "What the hell are they talking about?" But guys, we live out in the middle of nowhere, so it was like the only place to really get anything. Um, we do have a Dollar General, but um, as far as any like shoes or clothing or things like that, if you needed something like on short notice, it was really the only place to go without driving like 65 miles. So it's going to be kind of weird without it because it was convenient, even though it was a little bit expensive and a little bit not the greatest selection. But you know those moments when your kid comes home from school and tells you that they need a black shirt for something, you know, the next day at school. Well, at least it was there. You can run over there and do it real quick. That won't be happening anymore. Oh, nice. 4 hours before bonus. Jesus. It was announced that this place was closing for it's been several months now. It was like at least about 3 months, I think, or something. Now it's been a while. Yeah, so now it's like an hour trip to get to any kind of normal store, and like to get to a mall or something, it's like even farther. It's even longer than that. So another, another half an hour past that, or 20 minutes or so at least. So one of the wonderful things about living in the middle of nowhere, of course, nowadays you can order anything you need and get a better price. But if you need it on short notice, you got a problem because it's going to take at least a couple days to get stuff from, Amazon, eBay, or wherever else, Walmart.com, any of that stuff. It takes at least a couple days. So yeah, it's a little rough. Boise City Mopar is in the house. What's going on, Boise City? Welcome in. We're going to be wrapping this up here in about 10 minutes. Glad you showed up. Glad you made it. We had a pretty good conversation and a good crowd tonight. We've been all over the place on subjects, so as usual, which is great. I really like that. Yeah, Becky. Some places don't treat their employees very well. They're just considered, totally replaceable. And I understand that business is business, but Boise City says not much. He's trying to get his ducks in a row. I've been trying to get my ducks in a row for decades and decades, and still haven't succeeded at that. So. Tail Happy says, "Hey Joe, love ending my weekend and your live chat. Keep up the great content. Thank you. See you guys and good night, Tail Happy. Thank you, man. Appreciate the nice comments. Really, like I said, you guys keep this all going, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys and gal. Becky, yep." Becky had only 6 weeks notice when the doctor you worked for. At least you had 6 weeks. I mean, that's better than 2 days or showing up one day and the doors are locked. You hear stories about that all the time. Night Tail Happy, thank you, man. You hear those stories where people show up to work and the doors are locked one day and they're like, "What?" That really sucks. Jim's had that happen. You've had a job where you showed up and they just weren't there anymore. That had to be wonderful. Hopefully, how many ducks? Hopefully, when that happens, some of those people at least have a little bit of money saved up or somewhere else to go or someone to help them or whatever. But I know that's not always the case. I think I see something somewhere statistically like 72% of people basically live paycheck to paycheck and don't have any money saved up. So that would be rough. Even if you like file for unemployment, that takes a few couple weeks or whatever. I mean, I don't know, but I think it takes a while to even get that going. So that would be rough. 12 years and one day they just weren't there anymore. Jeez. Wow. Boise's looking at moving out of Idaho. What do you got in mind? Ooh, my battery's dying. The screen just went dark. I just realized this thing's not plugged in. I need to get set up so I can plug this thing in here. The battery's not lasting like it used to. We're only about 5 minutes away from wrapping this up. I think we'll be okay till then. I got 20% remaining. Okay, we should be all right. Any location in particular, Boise City, that you're thinking about? Alabama, Mississippi, Kentucky, or Tennessee? I was recently looking at like statistics for the most moderate temperatures and weather in the 48 contiguous states, and what was it? Like Little Rock, Arkansas was one of the places that has like no real weather extremes for the most part, and Reno, Nevada area. I can't remember all the other ones, but we were looking at Reno, Nevada stuff. Boy, it's expensive there though. So I don't want super hot. I don't want super cold. Somewhere it just kind of stays between 30 and 90. Somewhere would be nice. Good night, Chris. Thanks for coming, Chris Evans. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. This went quick, man. This hour and a half just flew by. It has been flying by the last few weeks now. It just seems like we start talking and it's time to wrap it up. We had quite a lot of tornadoes in Nebraska, but none right where I'm at. We didn't have anything crazy here, just some rain and stuff. But quite a few tornadoes over the last couple of days, though. Lots of pictures online and videos and stuff of tornadoes in the state and in Kansas too, but not right where we're at. Nothing. Boise City says the area of Idaho he lives in is getting crime ridden and expensive. Wow. You don't think of Idaho as being a crime place, but I mean, I know anytime you get a bigger city like Boise or whatever, yeah, you're going to have crime. We have crime here, not a lot, but you want to live somewhere more humid. I kind of miss the dry climate of Colorado, but it has its, I don't know. It seems like wherever we live, we complain a little bit about something that's never perfect, weather-wise especially. Yeah, Boise City. That's how. Yeah, you said a lot of Southern California people moving into there. That's how it was, and it still is in Colorado Springs, where I came from. It's kind of it's changed a lot over like the last 20 years. Went from it grew a ton, and a lot of them are from California and stuff. And not to, I don't want to harp on California people all the time, but definitely changed the whole dynamics of the city. It changed because of that. It's a lot different place than it used to be. They have different attitude about general life stuff in general, and yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Adrian's moving near Seattle, so he's moving from basically nowhere in Nebraska. We're about as far from anything here as you can get in the United States. We are a long ways from anything. He's moving to Seattle area, so yeah. Adrian, you're moving up to an interesting political climate up there where you're moving. Becky says crime's way up in her city in West Virginia. Well, that's weird, huh? Yeah, Adrian, you'll be missing all that dirt blowing in your face when it's blazing hot and you're sweating like a pig, and all the dirt sticks to you because the wind's blowing 30 or 40 miles an hour. It's great. Linwood, you're moving to Linwood, Washington. Washington just had a whole bunch of new gun laws on the books as a couple days ago, but we won't go there. I need to wrap this up, guys. Try to keep it under the 90-minute mark, and Alabama would be nice. Some of the southern states are pretty nice. I haven't been down there a lot, but I've been through there, and then everything I see, it looks pretty nice down there. Seems like a pretty cool place to live. Adrian's not concerned about that. He'll be leaving his arsenal at your brother's. Okay, he might come back for it. Boise City, take care, man. Thanks for coming in, and good luck finding where it is you want to move, and keep us updated on that, of course. I'll probably hopefully see you every week in here, so that'd be cool. Have a great night, Jim, and Adrian, Boise City, Becky, everybody else who's still here. Thanks a lot for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys rock. I can't wait to do this again next week, and I know I keep saying this. I'm going to try to do one of these during the week. Nights. I'm going to try to do another one. I haven't done a midweek one in a while, but I'm going to try to get that in this week. I can't promise, but I hope so. And good night, Becky. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. You guys rock. You guys keep this thing going, so I really appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Good night. See you next time, guys, and I'll be trying to make some more videos. I did 3 in a row, so let's see if I can do another one tomorrow. Night, guys.